Hello, I'm Brian Conway and welcome to this training video. The subject I want to cover today is what you can see here on screen, the key to creating a successful business. Now, this is a question I get asked quite a lot because I've been in business for over 18 years. And when people see a lot of new startups failing within as little as 12 months, people often ask me, well, what did I do different that's enabled me to keep going for so long? Particularly when I don't have any staff, any store, any stock, and very little investment went into my business in the first place. So that's what I want to talk about. And really the key to creating a successful business is to go into a huge market, to a place where there is a lot of spend. That is the key. So when I'm asked or I'm teaching people how to set up a business for themselves, particularly one that they can run either part-time around other commitments or from home, or as I said, with no staff and no stock and little investment, I always recommend the information business. And my Knowledge Profit Blueprint training is all about helping people turn their knowledge and information into profitable income because it's a huge industry. Now, I'll give you some stats here just to prove the point. So the first one is the corporate training space and the online or e-learning industry. Well, collectively, they're worth $33 billion per year. That's how much has been spent in those sectors. So I do a lot in both of those. I have online training courses that I've created, and that's the sort of thing I often teach to individuals. But I also work with corporates now because of the status and industry awareness of me as an individual. I now work with a lot of corporates as well, particularly in the technology sector. Again, it's just a sort of a niche that I've gone after because of my background. So the corporate training space means that I work with companies like Cisco, Lenovo, big technology brands that you'd recognize, and it's why I'm flown now all over the world to speak and teach and train and coach individuals of these sort of global the sales people primarily of these global organizations. So it's a huge industry, and therefore by being in it, I have the opportunity to be successful. Now, e-learning often is kind of video and online stuff, but it's not the only kind of information products that we can create or be successful, have a successful business in. Another big industry is the publishing industry. Now, whether that's digital or physical books, it's another $28 billion industry. The thing is, in my Knowledge Profit Blueprint training, what I teach people to do is to create an e-learning product first, and then we repurpose that by transcribing videos and the likes, and we turn that into printed material as well. So if you're taking advantage of both of these industries, well, then you're looking at a $60 billion per year addressable market, and there's not many industries that give you that much scope and opportunity. And that's not all, because within there, if you think about learning and reading and that sort of stuff, well, a big part of that is personal development. And the personal development industry, or the personal growth market, is another $10 billion industry. Now, tied in with sort of self-learning, reading, or personal growth often comes coaching. And another stat for you is the fact that the coaching industry is another $1.2 billion industry per year is spent on coaching by individuals and within businesses. So if we tie all them together, you can see that having information and knowledge that you can share and distribute and train people on is actually a huge market. And that is one of the reasons why I believe I've been successful, and why I always recommend people to, if they're starting a business and they don't want a lot of risk, but they want to make a lot of money, is to go into the online publishing, the online training space. Because with technology today, it really has never been easier to create informational products that sell for a lot of money. So if we kind of round all that up, it works out that about $2.5 billion is spent every day over the internet on info products. Now, I always try and help people create a 100K per year business. That's my goal for them. Some people want less, but I'm saying that's often a goal for many people. And I looked at that 2.5 billion a while back, and I thought, wow, how much would I need to capture in just one day? And it works out that you'd need to capture about 4 thousandths of 1% in any given day to do a 100K business. So if you've got a year to do that, if you want 100K per annum income and you've got a year to do that, well, it's a huge market. So that's the answer to the question. If you've ever wondered what market or what's the key to being successful in business, it's go into a market where there's a lot of spend. And if you want one for free that I'm giving you now, a market that you could very quickly and easily get into, it's the information product market space. So hopefully you found that useful and some of these statistics interesting, and I look forward to seeing you again. I'm Brian Conway. Goodbye.